of the gate, yeah. Out of the gate, yeah. I want it, I had it, I want to wait, yeah. Out of the gate, yeah. I'm on the stage, yeah. Take it up, I am the
Dead man, brought me back to life. Dead man, brought me back to life. Dead man, brought me back to life. Dead man, now I'm living twice. Yeah, I woke alive and no change in my mind, no it had to be God. Rich man, yeah, you let your boy and I'm having a hard time. Cause I gotta speak it, no cover, repeat it in public. And just get touching, the healing is coming, the feeling is stunning. And we never die at my funeral, bump is like...
YouTube, what's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. I've been thinking a lot lately, man. You know, it's crazy because I remember when I came into this industry 2 years ago, I had high hopes that I was gonna be out here. I was gonna probably be a millionaire within probably like my 3rd or 4th year into trucking, man. I had heard so much about the industry, heard so much how lucrative it was. And the crazy thing is, almost immediately after I got into it, it seemed like shit had changed. At one point in time, I started to say it was my fault. But imagine that, you know. But it's crazy. But I've been hearing a lot from all kinds of truckers, other YouTubers and stuff. Everybody's talking about just how poorly these rates have been. And it's been, what, for me, it's been 2 years since I've been in the industry. And for the fact that it's been 2 years and nothing has changed. And at one point in time, you want to blame it on the pandemic. You want to blame it on the economy. You want to blame it on so many different things. But really, when you sit and think about it, doesn't really have to be like this, because all it really takes is for these brokers who really don't know what the hell they're doing to basically start to realize, like, look, these carriers, these truckers are out here putting their lives on the line. They're out here away from their families for long, extended periods of time. They're out here utilizing their equipment, moving loads up and down the highways from city to city, to the point where it's like, again, it makes absolutely no sense to me, you know. And I've been thinking, like, when I started this industry, when I started my company, I was just like, man, you know, I just knew, like, just for one truck, you know, just to make, what, 240 plus a year, excuse me, that's the most money I had ever made, ever, you know, at one point in time. When I got my first set of loads in my first week, $6,800 in my first week, that was the most money I made in one freaking week alone, ever, you know. So I was excited, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm still excited about trucking. I'm still excited about the industry, but I just feel like there's certain things that need to change to make it so much better for us all. And really where it starts is with these brokers, man. I really feel like brokers need to, before they can even start their own brokerage companies, they should have to go on ride along with truckers. Come out here just to see what we do on a daily basis, to see how we go from picking up the load, securing the load, traveling on the road, seeing how we have to get fuel, pay for tolls, maintenance, all these different things, to see just how much it takes for us to be able to move these loads, and also to be able to provide for our families, to take care of the expenses of the truck, take care of the household expenses. Man, I feel like they should not be able to actually start a company, a brokerage company, until they actually go on a ride along. And I ain't talking about going on a ride along that's like 1 day long, 8-hour day type ride along. No, you need to be out here for at least a week or so to be able to understand what it is that we actually go through. You need to not only go out for a week, you need to go out through every damn season, especially the winter. You need to be out here to see just how tough it is to be out on this roadway when you got snow coming down on the road, you know, covering the roadway to the point where you can barely see the lanes, and you having to keep all this equipment, this 80-pound load or piece of machinery in its lane of travel, and prevent from getting into any accidents and things of that nature. I just really feel like things need to change, and they're coming up with all kinds of different new rules and laws and things of that nature in reference to trucking. But that is definitely one thing I feel like needs to happen, because that's the only way they're really going to understand. Because, you know, when you talk to a lot of these brokers, man, a lot of them are arrogant as hell. A lot of them just, you know, come at you like you're their kid or some shit. And, you know, again, I know quite a few times I wanted to freaking go on some of them brokers, man. I'm sitting there like, who the fuck you think you talking to? You know, but excuse my French, but I'm just saying, like, some of them just be, like I said, behind that damn computer on the phone, be talking all tough and shit. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I know damn well if you was right here before me, you would not come at me like you do. But like I said, I just really feel like some things need to change, man. Too many of us out here struggling. Too many people are basically getting out of the game for the simple fact they can't afford to pay for their equipment anymore. They can't afford to take care of their households. And that's a sad thing. It's a very, very sad thing. Because like I said, man, I was extremely excited, man. When I made that first week, $6,800, man, I was just sitting there like, oh my God. Like, and for the fact that this money was coming just like that. It wasn't something I had to wait on for 2 weeks, do my work, whatever, and then I get paid 2 weeks later. No, I was getting paid like almost immediately. I pick up a load today, I might drop that load tomorrow. By what, Wednesday, I was getting paid. I was getting my freaking money in my account. When I first checked my account, I remember I was at a hotel and I got ready to get back out on the road, but something dawned on me and said, yo, check your account. You just dropped your first load. Check your account. See if that money is there. I went on my shit, went into my business account, and sure enough, that money was there. I was so freaking excited. Go back and watch the video. You saw I was excited as hell. You know, and then to know that I was about to transport another load that would have taken me up to $3,000 for the week. I was excited, you know. And then by the end of that week, $6,800, man, was just the most amazing feeling ever. I said, I know I wasn't no millionaire, but that was like the closest thing to being a millionaire for me, you know. I never made that kind of money in that short period of time, you know, ever, you know. Sure, yeah, you know, I was giving loans and stuff like that to the point where it's like you get a loan and all of a sudden it's dropped into your account. But not to actually make that type of money myself, like, nah, that was definitely something new for me. I'm looking forward to things getting back, and I'm prayerful that, you know, we'll be able to turn this industry around. Because, you know, I hate to see good drivers, good carriers lose their companies over some foolishness, man. And I kind of wish that a lot of these brokers, especially the big name brokers, I wish that they would actually get their heads out of their ass and do the right thing, man. It's just right. I mean, you have to really think about it. We are the ones out here putting our lives on the line. You hear about it all the time. You got truckers losing their lives in accidents, you know, shit that they may not be at the fault of their own. It could be just something as simple as a four-wheeler doing something crazy in front of us, or you know, even driving along to the point where it's a windy day and it blows a truck over, or it's snowing, or whatever the case may be. And as you saw in Baltimore when the bridge went out and all them trucks that went into the water and shit, I mean, it's just crazy. And I understand, like, jobs like what we do, careers like what we choose are, you know, there's a lot of dangers in that, and you would think that it would be a career where it's, you know, most jobs would give you like hazardous pay. We don't get hazardous pay. We're out here taking these loads at the rates that are given to us, and we have to make do with whatever is given to us. You know, so when I tell you that it kind of sucks when we have to go out here and we're getting lowballed for these loads, man. These brokers are trying to give us loads from like the East Coast to the West Coast, talking about, oh, you can take this load for $4,800. I mean, like how? You know, for the simple fact that just to fill up this truck, for instance, this on both sides is 68-gallon tanks, to the point where you talking about spending about what, $1,000 plus a freaking fill up, and then within a week you probably filling up about two times or so, and you figure just say it's $1,000 or whatever a week. That's $4,000 a month for fuel alone. To the point where it's like, I don't get it. Like, how do you figure that that's going to be enough money for us to basically get this load from the East Coast to the West Coast? 2,800 miles from the East Coast to the West Coast. 2,800 miles, first of all. For most trucks, that's about what, 5 fill-ups or whatever. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. $4,800 will not cut it. By the time you finish paying for everything, paying for tolls, paying for maintenance, fuel and things of that nature, like you're down to about what, $2,000, $1,800 or whatever. And then you got to worry about getting loads to come back to the East Coast or wherever you trying to go. I mean, it's just absolutely unreal, man. I'm like, come on, brokers, man. Y'all got to do the right thing, man. Y'all got to get y'all stuff together. If anybody who's a broker out there right now watching this video, man, please sit back for a moment and ask yourself, if you were out here doing this job, would you be able to survive off of the money that you're trying to give to us? Would you be able to survive and take care of your family, take care of your household bills, and pay your expenses for your truck? Be honest with yourself and be truthful to us and tell us if you be able to survive off of that. And I understand that most of you are probably saying to yourself, okay, I'm a broker, and you figure you getting these loads from these shippers and stuff like that, and you feel like, well, if I can get one knucklehead to take this load for $500, that leaves, if it's $8,000 load, if I can get this one knucklehead to take this load for $500, I get $7,500. Who wouldn't want that? But at the same time, man, do the right thing. For once in your life, man, do the right thing. I don't know, man. This is just not the way. I'm pretty sure this ain't the way God intended for it to be. You know, I know, I don't know if any of you brokers are God-fearing men and women, but come on, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, man, I just figured I'd drop a few dimes on you folks in reference to that, because I've really been thinking about some things in reference to this industry and trying to figure out how I can help out, how I can somewhat change things. And you know, so I'm gonna see if I can get my chips back together and potentially, you know, get that started up. I may have to start small when it comes to getting loads from shippers and things of that nature. You know, of course, you got to build some sort of rapport with these folks. But I'm pretty sure if I get a good group of carriers, a good group of drivers for my own company, and be able to transport these loads without fail, without losing loads, without, you know, constantly being late and things of that nature, I mean, you just never know. You just never know. All right, fam. As you can see, I got a load going from Bentonville to Bedford, Pennsylvania. Bedford to my house is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So once I drop this load, I'm gonna probably deadhead home and get me some home time. But this load is about 23,347 pounds. I got a drop off time at 11 a.m. So we're gonna get out here and hopefully get this load delivered on time. And yeah, man, just come along for this ride. Alright, fam, so for this trip, we're going to be traveling along I-70 from Bentonville to Bedford, which is approximately a 15-hour and 23-minute trip. But we're going to be taking a pit stop in Indiana at the Loves, which is where we're going to shut it down for the night. It's about 8 hours and 10 minutes into our trip, and then we're going to pick it back up in the morning, About another 7 hours and 24 minutes until we reach Bedford. And as I stated before, it's approximately another 2 hours and 45 minutes before we reach home. So let's get out on this road and let's get going. Finally made it to Love's. I'm gonna pick up a few groceries and be on our way. My daughters like these Takis, but I ain't messing with them. All right, got my snacks, so let's go back to the truck and shut it down for the night. All right, fam, we are back out on this road trucking. We're gonna get this load delivered in about 7 hours, and we're gonna head on to the crib. Alright fam, it is 9:59 a.m. Got in last night, yesterday afternoon I should say. About to head on over to Freightliner and get some service done to the truck and get an oil change and a few other things. Also going to check out some dealerships, truck dealerships, to see what they got going on over there. So let's get ready to get on the road. Alright, let's go. So I'm up here at the Johnson's Truck Center. I just pulled in. I'm gonna get an oil change on my truck, maybe a few other things. I pulled in, I see this beautiful ass Kenworth. This thing is freaking beautiful, man. Like, it's a pretty color on it. Like, it reminds me of my T680. It reminds me of my car, you know. It's probably not the same color, but it's just as beautiful, man. It's very nice truck. Thing is sweet. It's actually a little bit longer than my truck too. thing is beautiful. What'd you say your name was again?
George.
George.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we are up here at, what's this? All
Roads Trucks.
All Roads Trucks. Yep. Looking at their Kenworth W900s. And like my main truck was like a Peterbilt.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
man, competition.
I know. But I love freaking Kenworths too. I said the two choices for me would be Kenworth or Peterbilt.
Yeah,
so
the W9's the classic.
yeah. This black one is a beauty.
Yeah, and I think this one's actually a limited edition. It's like the 100th anniversary.
Nice.
Which, yeah, so if you look, see the badge there on the, so it's 308 out of 900 they built.
Oh wow, that's freaking beautiful.
Yeah, and they got the little badge there on the sleeper.
Nice. Can I step up?
Yeah, step up.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, they're clean.
Yeah, this thing is gorgeous, man. Wow. This is freaking beautiful. Got the Kenworth 100 badge right here.
Yep.
And this is actually what folds down into a bed?
Yeah, so that folds down into a bed, and then this one folds down as well. So it's a double bunk.
Okay. Nice. This thing is freaking, it smells new.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Truck smell.
Wow. 13 or?
It's an 18 speed.
Oh, it's 18 speed.
18
Nice.
speed, 565 Cummins.
Nice. This is beautiful, man. Really appreciate this. Now, what you said it's 565?
565, yeah.
Nice. Cause I love the long nose trucks and stuff like that. Like the newer ones, it's, you know,
Like the 99.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like hard for me to even, you know, really get into. Like I said, it was okay, but you know, when you're hooked on these, it's like,
Yeah, it's a different game.
yeah, exactly. So it's definitely different. So,
Yeah.
but I love the seats and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, so that it comes with the, well, I guess it's the limited edition, so the seats are a little bit different, and then you get some extra like the stitching. But this is the Diamond VIT interior package.
Nice.
So that's Kenworth's top of the line. I know Pete has their own.
Right. Now, is this a refrigerator or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't want to break nothing here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it comes out like that. I mean, full fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got something to connect like a TV or something.
Yeah, I was about to ask, where would you connect the TV?
Yeah.
But nice, that's beautiful. And it's what, extra storage or so?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it lips out. There it is. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Yeah. I really appreciate you letting me see
Yeah,
this.
no problem. And it's an 86-inch sleeper, like the Studio.
Nice.
So the other, usually it's a 86-inch high roof, but the regular is like a 72.
Okay.
Which is still, you got plenty of room.
Wow. This feels like me.
It's nice, man.
Yeah, this is awesome. Wow. So it's not your typical like the platinum gauges or whatever, but like the new gauges are. I mean, I love how you have the little box here, but with the older trucks, all the gauges are platinum, right?
So I think that is an option, but I don't know on this, because with it being the limited edition, they basically it's like it comes with the package.
Okay.
So I think there's definitely aftermarket options where you can have, like, you know what they are, like,
right.
Yeah, pop with the chrome.
Yeah. And it's the space for like the CB radio
Yeah,
and all
CB
that.
goes there.
Yeah.
And if we install all that for you.
Okay.
If you do
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I was telling them I love how, like, with Kenworths, like one, how the doors are.
Yep.
But then also it feels like when you're driving along, you're sitting back behind it, so it's like no one really sees who's
you're
driving.
not seeing, and I mean, on this side, you got the daylight door, which is not. I mean, especially with the long hood, you kind of need it.
Yeah, this is freaking beautiful, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful truck. Like, so, like I said, if it wasn't for Peterbilt, this would be my first truck of choice. It would definitely be my first truck of choice. But
did he have any? Did they have any over there?
Well, no, they didn't. And actually, they had me go out to what's that, in Virginia. I had to go out to Virginia to theirs. And the crazy thing is, they didn't have anything either, which they only have like dump trucks over here.
Yep, exactly.
And so when I went out there, they didn't have anything. They may have had like a couple of day cabs.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing really.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing. A DC market, I mean, if you get up to Baltimore, you got the port there. Sleepers are a lot more prevalent. But the vocational market here, with everybody's running dump trucks, and there's always work.
Right.
But.
And I always wondered, like,
well, we might have to start.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Nice. But, yeah, I was going to say that, like, you know, I did got inside of a couple of their dump trucks, which was nice. You know, they had a customized one. It was pink.
Yeah.
And that thing was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I got a lot of nice views off of that. So yeah, but
where do you post your stuff?
So to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Trucking on the Budget.
Okay.
That's my Trucking on the Budget. So, but like I've been doing it trucking for like 2 years.
Okay.
And I love it, man. It's like, because when I first started my company, I'm an owner operator.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started my company, initially I just wanted to have drivers so I can stay home with my daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, of course, with the pandemic and all that going on, it was like hard to even, find drivers.
No, it's been,
So it forced me to go out there on the road. And like, I didn't think I would actually enjoy driving the way that I did.
Yeah.
And I tell you, because I actually took loads from here, like DC area, to California.
Oh, shit.
Drove all the way around the country, cool. And it was a beautiful feeling. You ever drove before?
No, I have not. I
have
not. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, like, over the road, going to the West Coast, I always envy the guys that make those trips.
Yeah.
Because that would just be a beautiful...
It is definitely. The scenery is absolutely awesome. It's beautiful, so... But yeah, and this one would be pretty as heck if it was a W9 or T680 or something like that.
Yeah,
it was a W990, but it's a dump, right? It's a dump, yeah.
Yeah, it's a dump. But so the 990 is the updated version of the 900.
Okay.
And I think even on Pete's side, they're phasing out. Maybe it's the 389.
Yeah, they phased out the 389, and I want to say they're going to the 589.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm a big fan. So it kind of sucks, to see them go away from all of that. But
no, and same thing with because Kenworth's phasing out the W9, which that sucks as well.
Wow.
Because that's just the heritage truck.
Yeah.
Everybody wants. There's guys that will only run them.
Yeah.
But
and this one is what, black, right?
Yeah, black.
Beautiful.
It's I believe it's like a black red effect, so that when you get it detailed up, you get a little bit of a sparkle, and like a reddish sparkle to it.
All right, well, we can step out of this one if you like, but this thing is freaking beautiful, man. I appreciate it. These seats. Any chance we can see the engine bay?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, this is freaking beautiful. The stacks on this thing. Oh, wow. That's a Cummins, right?
Yeah, Cummins 565.
Nice. Beautiful.
565 2050 torque.
Oh, nice. I love the look of a new engine, and especially when they're customized.
Yeah. So you come around this side. This is where they got the. It's like your badge. You got your badge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pretty side.
Ah, okay, okay. The pretty side. Cummins X15, awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful truck all the way through.
You want to fire it up?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, might as well.
Definitely.
We should have fired it up when we were in there so
Yeah.
we could get some AC blowing.
It's all good. It's a beautiful truck, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. That's beautiful, man. Yeah. And do you guys do sell the cats?
So they really discontinued after 2007 with the additions. I believe it was 2007. They don't make like a classic, like the C15. So you can buy them. There's places that will buy them and sell them like pre-made.
Right.
But those are like after. The cat still sells the cars.
Right. Right.
Like if you want to do an overhaul or an in-brand
Yeah.
on a cat motor,
Right.
we can sell the parts.
Okay.
We can't order in stock.
Right. That's a beautiful engine. I appreciate this, man.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. Cool. This beautiful truck. Now that's the other thing about the windows. Well, it is kind of like, cause yeah, these are kind of separated. Cause I know the newer ones are like this one here.
Yeah, like the front wheel.
Right.
That was people kind of like the split windshield.
Right.
Just because if you get a rock fly up,
Right.
you can replace one instead of having to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you have way more vision with the.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's definitely, that looks wider than this, but I do like that look a lot better than, so.
You have the white bumper like that.
Exactly. So. And I probably would get an aftermarket visor, you know, because.
The chicken lights on the breather.
Now, what's the length of this truck? So this looks pretty long.
So I'd have to look back at. It's a. Shoot, I'm trying to think of a wheelbase on it. Wheelbase off the top. I know. I want to say. Maybe around 260, but I gotta double check that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful truck, and I really appreciate you helping me out here, man.
No problem,
yes,
man.
sir.
I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. So
I'll check out your channel.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. I'm gonna be posting this one probably either sometime tonight or early in the morning. So yeah, definitely. But man, I'm gonna get out here because I gotta get back up here to the Freightliner and check on things up there. But I said I wanted to come down because when I was on the way up, I passed it and I said, well, let me see what this place is about. So yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah, definitely. They even do their own work up here, you know, on the trucks and stuff like that. You know, they don't just sell vehicles, but they also do work on all types of trucks. But I see mostly like Kenworth, got dump trucks, you got company vehicles, Coca-Cola and Somerville. Yeah, so it's a pretty legit place, man. I didn't even know this place existed, but yeah, love it, man.